Mm.
The term demon finds its origins from the Greek word daemon, which did not carry any negative connotations. In fact, the term daemon means spirit or divine power. Ancient spirits and pagan gods were turned by Christianity into malevolent demons who allegedly rule legions of evil spirits. Led by Satan, they were no longer beautiful, but were now considered infested. Why were demons changed from divine spirits to the negative entities that we know today? Why does the church continue to portray them in a bad light? Although there are potentially thousands of demons, the Lesser Key of Solomon names just 72, who were supposedly conjured by King Solomon to build his temple. But just who or what are they? Are they malevolent evil spirits with the intent on bringing terror and pain to the world? Or are they simply spirits or individual divine powers? Opinion is definitely divided. Many don't believe in their existence, while many others believe they are pure evil and shouldn't be messed with. Do demons possess the living? Can they interfere and influence our daily lives? Are the historic texts used as a gimmick in order to sell fear and control? Do demons sell more tickets? We at Haunted Connections are challenging the myths and legends of demons.
Hi everyone. So I've just got the thumbs up to say that we're going live. So hi everyone and welcome to another session of Demon Connections. So tonight we're going to be looking at Rule, the 47th demon out of the 72 in the Lesser Key of Solomon. So if you're familiar with the format of this, what we generally do is read out some information, just general information, what we know about this demon that's out there in the public domain. And just so we get a bit of understanding of what he's supposed to be doing, what his powers are. And then we're going to try some experiments. So I'm just going to read out a little bit about this demon. So he's a mighty great Duke of Hell, commanding 37 legions. He's depicted as a dromedary that after a while changes into the shape of a man and speaks the Egyptian language, but not perfectly. He speaks with a deep voice. And before joining Lucifer in the war in the heavens, he was one of the powers. He gives the love of women, causes friendship between friends and foes, and tells of things past, present, and to come. So that doesn't exactly.
It doesn't sound bad again, does it?
You know,
Sounds very
sounds a bad guy. Does
very
it?
similar to the one last week.
So the other names he's known by is Uval, Voval, Variel, Wal, and Wall. So his rulerships are ancient languages, clarity of mind, deep thought, divination, romantic attraction, and restoration of bonds.
Mm-hmm.
His element is air. His colours are black, silver, chocolate brown, and gold. So hence we've got the black and gold cloth on the table. So his appearance is usually a humanoid form as an Egyptian man with light brown skin, like an Arabian. He wears an incredibly regal gold garment and 5 pendants with gemstones. Black smoke emanates from his body. Other times he may appear as a dark cloud of smoke or as a mighty dromedary, a one-hump camel. He often speaks in ancient Egypt with a deep voice. Vul is very patient, studious, analytical, serious, rational and introspective. He strongly dislikes loud noise and prefers peaceful atmospheres. He strongly favours order, reasoning and logic, though may also indulge in speaking of his inspirations or desires. Vul deeply appreciates elaborate art, landmarks of majesty and grandeur, travelling alone, effort put into learning and the pursuit of knowledge put over physical strength or social graces. The people Vul tends to value are mystics, magic users and scholars. He hates humorous jokes being made towards him or being threatening in derogatory ways. Vul is steadfast and enjoys assisting people in their paths. So
It's interesting actually if he might be assisting us to move to the next level.
Yeah, so no silly jokes are not there.
So he can teach ancient languages, assist in divination, assist in clarity of mind, loves causing loving attraction in people, romance only, and reforms past relationships of all kinds. In regards to causing romance with others, Vul warns that if you request this to happen to a person who doesn't want you, you will not only receive bad karma, which will bring suffering upon you, but you will also have to deal with the aftermath of the relationship if the person turns out to be unsuitable for you. So the offerings. So some of the offerings are dry red wine, which I haven't got any of that. Veal, camel meat or goat meat, and I haven't got any of that. Dates, bitter oranges, lanterns, which I haven't got any of them. Ostrich feathers. So we've got 3 black ostrich feathers on the table. Fine quality blank journals, especially with intricate covers. So I don't know if you can see, but we have got our book under here.
Yeah, we can see it.
Which has a very intricate cover.
Yeah.
So we've got that on there. Try not to burn myself. Where do we get to? Blank journal. So fountain pens, quills. We haven't got any of those. We haven't got any Art Nouveau or antique leather armchairs. Amethyst. We've got amethyst. Bronze gold cloth, which is what we've actually got on the table. Obsidian mirrors. We haven't got one of those. Have we got one of those?
I've got one in my bag. I've got a black obsidian wine mirror.
Well, that's one of the things we can use. Small dark green jewellery bag, which is transparent. So that's actually what I've got here on the table. I've got a small green transparent bag, and it is actually full of amethysts.
Okay.
Would you like me to go and get that mirror now?
It's up to you. If you
Yes,
want
please.
to,
Yes,
we can try it. Anything that's likely to help. So they're all the things that we've got on the table, and of course we've got his sigils. Oh, and we have got a picture.
Yep. Again, he doesn't sound particularly evil, does he?
No, not massively.
No, I mean, some people might.
Anybody that can cause love between people.
That depends on your
Yeah.
taking, isn't it? It's interesting that you say antique leather chair,
Yeah.
because last week when we were looking into the ball, the crystal ball,
Yes, you saw that, didn't
I
you?
saw sitting in an antique leather, like a Chesterfield chair.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? You mentioned that.
And say, I'm more interested in the fact that you've got all this unusual stuff, but not even any dry red wine.
Well, I don't. Anybody that knows me knows I can't
Well,
drink
yeah.
wine.
Yeah, ostrich feathers.
I don't know if it's actually obsidian, but the black scrying mirrors.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we can put
Yeah.
them on the table, can't we?
We're also using for the first
So
time
let's put one of
tonight.
those. We'll put one of
Well,
those under
if
there.
Jane will wreck it,
Oh,
it's lots of little chimes on a stand. Don't worry
there
about
it
that
is.
one.
Where is it?
When we were doing the venue group, we used to use very similar, didn't we, Jane? And sometimes we had one chime moving on its
Yeah,
own,
yeah,
but the others
exactly.
didn't move, which was unusual. So we're going to try it because he's to do with the air.
Yeah.
We're going to ask him to move the chimes. And we've also got chimes by the mirror.
Yeah, you got some behind you as well.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
some more. So there's quite a few chimes around. So you've invited him. Same question every week. Do you feel any?
I do actually. I do feel so, and he did come through really quite strongly. But it's not what I imagined. He's not got the body of an Egyptian. He's not in the form of a camel, but he's just in the form of a small boy,
All right.
about this big. He's not wearing any clothes. He is naked. He does remind me a little bit of Volak, but he's not the same.
Mm.
Whereas he's more sort of cherub type figure and that sort of thing.
There we go.
We're back. Oh, we're back. So, I'm not quite sure where we lost you, but I do feel that he's here, and I feel he's a little boy, probably about 7 or 8 years old, and I do feel he is quite mischievous, and I think he's the one that's messing around with the internet. He is standing here, sort of between me and Neil.
The camera gone off. In the
Camera-
studio, which shouldn't happen. Because you have to click a button.
That's strange.
So
Yeah, I do
somebody's
think it
messing.
is him. He is laughing. He's giggling.
You
He's
little
standing there
monkey.
laughing and giggling, in quite a mischievous way. But this is how he's sort of portraying himself. But it's a very mischievous, sort of fun-loving little guy. But he's the one that would want. It's like a child who wants his mum and dad to be together. It's bringing that love. You know, when making people fall in love, it's that same love where you want your mum and dad to come together. You want your, you know, it's that sort of family love.
So, Uval, is that what we're calling
You
him?
can call him Uval.
Uval, is it
could
you?
actually.
Is it you messing with that camera? Can you tell Jane? Can you talk to Jane, please? Because she can hear you. We can't unless you make a noise for us.
He's got a very coy look on his face. He's not exactly admitting it, but he's got
Did
a
you
very
just blow
cheeky
on that
smile.
can?
I may have done it
Oh, right.
accidentally through my nose.
He's got a very cheeky smile, and he is laughing, and he's pointing.
What's he pointing at?
He's pointing at you.
Is he?
Yeah, because he's sort of
Did you hear
standing
that?
here.
Did you hear that noise
But
then?
he's laughing at.
I
he's
heard
sort of
something.
pointing
I
at
didn't
you,
know what it was, though.
laughing. You know, like when.
I'm sure there was a noise just there then. Like a. Pointing at me.
Yeah, it's that sort of sort of thing.
Oh, it sounds really nasty, this one, doesn't he?
He's very. Can you feel the energy in the room though? Because it's not at all scary.
To
or,
me, it's gone. I've just turned the heater off because it's gone really hot to me.
And it has
it's gone very warm. It's gone very sort of
It
friendly.
does feel jovial.
It's sort of and it's that.
You
sort
know
of,
when Nigel's here,
yes,
Yeah.
it's that.
feels a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't feel any malice or anything nasty whatsoever.
Can you possibly play it best with one of the chimes on the table for me? Can you knock one of the chimes? Can you knock them off the stand? If you want to play, that's fine. We don't mind you playing at all. That's your
That was my stomach.
Oh my god, that was loud.
Can you knock one of the chimes for us, Yuval, please?
It's answering.
That never normally happens.
No, it
something
don't.
like that.
So what's he doing, Jane?
He just thinks it's hilarious. You're still asking questions and you're still answering.
Can you run around us? Can you run around and touch all of us one at a time?
You know when you got your kids and your kids are little, and it's that sort of thing. When you've just bathed your kids, and before you can get the pajamas on them, they're running around with no clothes on. It's just like that. It's just like that. You know, when you're going, oi, come here, get your pajamas on, that sort of thing, and they're running around with no clothes on, and
You
it's
can't catch
hilarious.
them.
It's that sort of. That's how I see it. That's how it's.
No, I was just showing Anthem what Vicky put. She's telling him to get some food.
Uval, if you can run around, that's great. But can you knock something for us so us three can hear you? You are making the atmosphere really nice in this room. But we've got lots of people watching on the camera. You know that camera that you turned off? Don't do it again, please. We've got lots of people watching, and they all want to know about you, and they all want you to do something for us.
So the REM pod weren't working.
No,
Wasn't it?
because they drained the battery last night.
Oh.
Well, it must have been last night. If we get a board out with some symbols and some letters on, will you talk to us through that, please? If I ask you some questions, will you talk through that, please?
Yeah, I think we need to ask him his name, his proper name, because I don't think that's the right name. He doesn't seem to acknowledge that name.
What, Uval or Fual?
Uval, because Neil's calling him Uval, isn't it? So
Well,
I think it would be quite, because none of them names might be right for all we know.
No.
So I think it would be helpful if we can perhaps get him. Will you work with us? We're going to get a board out. We want you to tell us what your real name is. We want you to spell it.
What's that way? I might have to move that out of the way.
I'm just going to move this around a bit.
Should I put that in for
Yeah.
So those who've watched the Demon Connection before, you've seen this board lots and lots of times. It is. I've just heard another whistle.
Yeah, I heard that whistle.
You heard the whistle as well?
That was me yawning.
Okay then. Can you reach Amy?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to use this board and spell out things for us? Do you want to spell out what name? What name? Letters around here, look. What name do you want us to use to talk to you?
Sorry, that was me.
That was you.
That's normally me, that is.
I don't know when to make noises like that though.
So you can move this circle. And what do you want to say to us?
Can you spell out your name? Your proper name, your real
Oh.
name.
V. Miss them too.
Oval.
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 Is Oval your real name?
Well, I can't see it.
It says yes.
Yes, oval.
Is it oval or oval?
Is it oval?
It was the A, wasn't it? You went to.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. If I ask you some questions, because I've been doing homework this week.
Well, no, do you know what? It's not very often you do
I have
research.
done homework this week, and I've made some notes. You probably can't see it, but I've made notes. You won't read it because it's my writing. Okay then.
Is it in joined up writing? Is it in big letters?
It's capitals.
There are big letters. I'm spelled them wrong. It's actually right. Okay then. If I ask you a question, you can answer for me. Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Does the name Enki mean anything to you? Amy's looking blank.
Yeah. I don't research at all. I like to go into
Okay,
it
obviously,
blind.
I've just got one word notes down. You can elaborate.
Okay.
Okay, so you know Enki. Are you not eating today?
That wasn't me.
Yes, it was. It come from you.
Oh, that came from behind Jane.
No, it didn't. It come from that direction.
I didn't hear it.
That is you.
That's not me. That one is not me.
Cool.
It can't be me
Okay,
because I've
Enki.
eaten.
Enki.
What was that bump as well? There was just a bump then.
Don't know. It feels so nice to go tonight though.
It does. It
I was
You
feels
want to
there.
laugh, don't you? You want to laugh and smile.
I think there's just a tap under the table. Okay. Is Enki good? Okay then. Okay. Does the name Enlil mean anything to you? Do you know the name Enlil? What's that?
No.
No.
Who's that?
We'll say later.
Okay.
Okay then. Are you a watcher? Did I earn my wages this weekend?
Do you know what, right? Both peanuts as well.
So is this making sense to you?
Yeah.
So Enki is nice. Does Enki want to give mankind wisdom and knowledge? Do we know? See, I've got to look at the name because I forgot the name there. It's just been 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Do we know Enki as a different name? Okay, I'm not asking what, because that can become another one. Okay, do you know anything about the tablets of destiny? What's he doing now, Jane? Is he?
He's just sort of standing watching. He's sort of helping with the board, but he's standing. But I do feel he's sort of over there now.
You got a question for him?
No, I'm going to let you do your questions first.
Okay then. I'll just work down them.
If you want, yeah. If you,
Oh, I'm going to go in.
if these are the questions that you want
He's
to.
going. No, don't work down. Oh,
What's that
Horse.
going to? Horse.
you should know these off by heart now. You shouldn't even have to read them
God,
now.
I can't even turn the flipping pages. My fingers are stuck working.
Chris Parker has asked a question as well. Is Enki an alien?
I will ask that in a minute, Chris, because
Let's just find the horse. Here with the animals. Come on. So, horse has been a companion to human beings for thousands of years. His appearance as your power animal symbolises that now is the time to make yourself a useful friend. For teamwork will accomplish far more than what you can do on your own at this time. Do not feel that you are falling by allying your forces with another. Horse's strength is great and it can be yours if you ask for it. When you work with another in harmony and respect, your individual strengths will make up for each other's weaknesses. Horse helps us to travel near and far and to carry our burdens. At this stage on your path, you would do well to get out and see new things and think new thoughts. This will help you forget your worries and you may find new ways to do things. Horse teaches us to do our duties with generosity of spirit and ease of mind. So that's really what he's all about, isn't it?
Okay.
Making people,
So, did you say he's sort of stood to the right of me?
yeah, in between you and Amy.
Yep. What's on the fireplace?
I don't know, can't see.
A horse.
Oh,
I've just noticed a rocking horse down there.
All right, okay, that's interesting. But that's
I don't
also
really saw that. I thought that was over there.
his message as well, isn't it?
Working
About
as a team.
making friends.
Working as a team
Um,
and that lot.
Yeah. So that's really helpful. That's good.
So does that mean that he wants us to continue working as a four? Or because we did say something about doing something on a Friday.
yeah, we did mention because we got Fridays and Saturdays free, we could add more in. But perhaps we shouldn't.
So this is a message really about teamwork and that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And working together. So let's just carry on and see what
Okay,
he
moving
says
back
next.
to the middle then. Oval. Okay then. Does the word Sumerians mean anything to you?
I've heard of Sumerian book stacking, but that's in Ghostbusters.
Okay then. So let's confirm. You are a watcher. Okay, back to the middle. do we call watchers demons? So are watchers aliens to us? What did I say for the last few weeks?
You've been talking about aliens, yeah.
Yeah, but I've been saying I sometimes feel uneasy using the word demon
Yeah,
because say the word demon, you think Hollywood, don't you?
yeah,
And the rest of the paranormal field.
Yeah.
But now they're called watchers. We'll still say the demon connections, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are watchers.
yeah, because these were the ones that came to Earth from the war in heaven.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? They came to and they were all branded, demons, and they were sort of sent to hell, and they were supposed to be serving Satan and all
You
that
know,
stuff.
we had the thing last week said, are they classing us as questers?
Yeah, we're the questers because we're on the quest.
Mm.
But according to these Anunnaki,
Mm.
these beings were referred to as watchers because they sent down to help mankind and to watch over us.
Is this with
Is that right,
the
James?
6 people that was here at the beginning or something? No.
So that's Anunnaki. That's a double N, not an
Oh.
M. Anunnaki.
Sorry, teacher. Have I asked him that? Are you Anunnaki? You're impressed with this, ain't you, Ava?
I'm
You're
impressed.
looking
Because,
so
no,
puzzled.
I'm more impressed that you've actually done some work. You've never researched. You normally
it's-
say this for Jane.
She does it.
I'm quite impressed. So were you part of the war in heaven?
That's just moved. Did you
It
see
did,
that?
didn't it? I've seen it jump. Yeah,
The feather.
yeah. Were you part of the war in heaven? What's it saying?
Great. The Great War.
Great war in heaven. That's,
I feel he doesn't refer to it as the war in heaven. It was a lot further. I think that's why he's referring as the Great War.
it's probably the only war that they.
Okay. Oval. How many men, humans, were there in the beginning? How many men? What's that?
7.
Okay, then. How many women? What's that?
Nothing.
Oh,
That's interesting because when Enki and Enlil were supposed to come to this planet, they also sort of brought with them 7 sages.
It's on the acorn.
7 men and 7 women were created in the beginning.
So there were, I know there were 7 sages.
Okay, what is it?
So
Acorn.
Acorn.
Oh, we can guess what that means, can't we? No, we don't like to guess that, do we?
Because these are shiny paper, you can't get hold of it. Oh, must have missed it.
Is it not at the back?
Probably.
I can't remember what's at the back.
And once we stop, I can't remember where in the book I am.
This is.
Acorn. A very small and seemingly insignificant idea will pay you back so handsomely in the future. A new beginning is at hand. Be open to new ideas. A seed has been planted that will produce results. As acorn grows through the years into the great oak, so the efforts of careful planning can be rewarded in great ways. Perhaps we have not always been careful enough in our planning for the future. We must nurture our acorn, and our oaks will be long-lived and strong. Some advise that planting an acorn in the dark of the moon will ensure that money will come to us. If you are blessed to be a steward of land for planting, plant a stand of oak trees. And again, that's quite relevant, isn't it? So,
Gary's put the Great War, or is 3 or 4 types of different kind aliens were at war, fighting over Earth apparently.
Mm.
yeah, that's what I've done.
Okay, move back to the middle then, please, Oval. Thank you. Do you know of the Book of Enoch?
That's me, I just knocked it.
Do you know of the Book of Enoch?
No.
Any questions? Oh, you're smiling.
Was in the Book of Enoch, which was written probably after your time, it describes a man called Noah with white skin, white hair, and eyes of dazzling light. Do you know about this? No, okay.
No. So that's interesting. You think they'd know everything, but why would they know everything?
Not necessarily. I mean, he does seem to. He does. I think because he's a child, he seems to have that sort of childish mentality where he's only really interested in doing his own thing.
Mm.
So if you're. You know,
Fish.
Is it a salmon or just a fish?
It's just a fish.
Just a fish.
Fish. What about fish? I hate fish. Fish. Fish is perfectly attuned to her watery surroundings, for she is psychic and intuitively feels her way along. She can choose many paths among the currents in which she lives, but she stays flexible and goes with the flow. When fish appears as your power animal, it might be best to go along with things for a while. Sometimes the currents overwhelm fish, and the only way she can survive is to go where life takes her, even when alone. Fish knows she is part of something big. There is a deeply seated feeling tone within her. This is the feeling within us that determines the things that we are willing to put up with on our path. Sometimes fish sees that the best way to get where she is going is not the fastest way. The currents of your life sometimes take you where you need to go, not where you think you need to go. Fish is accepting of the fact that she is not completely in control of her own destiny, and her faith is strong. When fish is your power animal, your spirit guides are asking you to trust them to lead you where you need to go.
Equally, that could be interpreted on him as well. You know,
Yes.
he's got his place, and if it's not part of his sort of business or plan or whatever, he
Yeah,
doesn't get involved. He leaves that to whoever
yeah,
else
yeah.
has to do
It's
that.
none of his business. He's probably just not bothered.
Yeah.
$61.
No, 616.
Could be just 61.
Is that our next demon?
61.
Have we done it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've done that many. Are you always on this earth? Do you all stay here? No. Okay. Thank you.
Chris Parbury asked, when are they coming back to Earth? And he's saying great questions, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Chris. I think so too. Well, I think we're going to find that out, and I do think they will come soon.
Yeah.
When we reach all of them, I think they'll be here because we'll start the Great War.
Should we start another one?
Yeah. How do you get here? Do you come? Is it physically? S T A R.
Yes.
Stars.
What do they do? They don't come by travelling by stars, or do they follow the stars?
Ask him.
Do you follow the stars to get here?
Do you come through a portal?
What, like a black hole or something like
No.
that?
Wormhole.
Wormhole.
Where do you originate from? Where is your home planet? What is it called?
D. U. E. L. Jewel.
D-I-A-L.
No,
Dial.
No, D-U-E-L. Jewel.
Oh, okay.
Or Jewel.
Is that the name of your planet? DUEL. Is that the name of your planet?
Do we humans know that planet as a different name? Could you tell us the name that we know and are aware of, please?
Are we ready to know? I'm not ready to know.
Is that planet in our solar system?
Well, it's narrowed it down to 9.
Closer than we think. Do you like being in this form of a small boy? Is this the form that you prefer? Do you sometimes show yourself as a camel? Doesn't surprise me.
Well, you wouldn't, would you? If you could have show yourself as a naked little boy running around having fun. Better than any one camel, isn't it?
Might have 3 of them.
That'd be Humphrey then. Sorry.
That was quick for you.
Do you spend a lot of time on this planet?
Do you walk amongst men?
Downstairs.
Eh?
Downstairs.
You sound like next door.
Downstairs. We're 2 floors up.
No, his toilet's below, isn't it?
No, but it sounded like it was on the other side of the wall.
Sounded closer than downstairs.
Will you work with us again and help us in our quest?
Did you help our ancient civilizations when they were here?
Can I ask what Enki's, what we know Enki as?
Well, he's supposed to have quite a few different names. I think one of them is. I mean, some people say that Enki was supposed to be the evil one, and he was supposed to be portrayed as a snake, and he was supposed to be portrayed as a snake in the Garden of Eden, the one that encouraged Eve
Is it
to eat the apple.
Baal.
It's just spelled out Baal. B-A-E-L. What, do you know Baal? All right.
But Enlil was supposed to be the god.
Yeah. But he
And
wanted
so-
mankind to pray to him, didn't he? Like the god.
Yeah. So and they had a bit of a dispute because Enki wanted to. Enlil wanted to sort of enslave the people and make him work for him.
Yeah.
So therefore, not letting them reproduce, not letting them have knowledge, that sort of thing. And Enki wanted them to do all that and be more independent and be.
Is that correct? What James just said? Is that how it? So really, the way I see it, simple layman's terms, Enlil is God.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
could be portrayed
And
like that.
Enki is Lucifer.
Yeah, it could be.
Well,
It has been sort of translated like that. But there's supposed to be a lot more to it than
Lucy's
that.
supposed to be bearer of light, isn't he? The bringer of light.
yeah, but there's also involved in all this is what we call the shiners, shining.
Um,
The shine.
Shiners. Shine light.
Shiny.
The shiny
The shiny ones.
ones or something.
something like that. Yeah, I can't. I'd have to have a look. But Enlil was supposed to be the master geneticist that
Yeah.
changed all our DNA.
Yeah, but
He was supposed to be the one that changed our chromosome
but did
2.
he want us to be slaves though?
Yes. But he wanted. The story goes that they wanted to create
yes.
population to mine gold,
Yeah.
so they could take the gold back and repair their own atmosphere. But they found that they couldn't just make people; they had to have a soul. The people didn't work without a soul. The human body can't live without the soul.
What's he gone to? He's gone to something.
Feathers, is it?
And the feathers.
Feathers. Well, that's interesting. We've got feathers on the table.
And plus, you need them to fly as well. Yeah.
That's weird. Feathers. The Aztecs of Mexico valued feathers more than gold, which they believed was the property of their gods. We've just been talking about that.
That's uncanny.
Those Native Americans who have proven themselves as warriors wore feathers. When the magical message indicator hovers over feathers, rejoice, for this means that the time is near to receive a badge of honour, a recognition of achievement, or a reward. It can also mean that the time has come for you to bestow honours and rewards on those who deserve them, especially if you have not done so lately. Take a deep breath and relax. Let all worrisome ideas leave your mind. Imagine a feather floating effortlessly in the air without resistance to the winds or fate. You should do this often to clear your head and enable you to view your situation clearly. So you were talking about levels, weren't you?
That's a
Going up
bit.
another
That's a bit
level.
uncanny, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a bit.
This board, 99 times out of 100 is uncanny. The results.
It is.
Yeah.
That is uncanny. So, moving back to the middle for us, Oval. If we used another piece of equipment, will you work with that for us? It's you speak into the box. Thank you. You speak into the box, and we will ask you questions, and Amy can't hear us. You tell Amy the answers. Is that okay? Do you want to work with that? Okay, thank you. So we'll set the Estes method up.
Yeah, he's quite excited to work with anything. He likes the excitement.
Well, that's just how it feels, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's quite excited to have a go with different things.
This has been exciting. I've been waiting to use this for ages. I've done this for ages.
That's a bit uncanny, isn't it?
It's pretty good actually.
I think it's the whole fact that we literally were just talking about, about them harvesting gold
Yeah.
and stuff,
And it went to feathers.
and it went straight to that. You couldn't write that, could you?
You couldn't make that up. No. I'm just making sure it's just.
So, if you don't know what the Estes method or noise reduction module or sensory deprivation, whatever you want to call it, you've probably seen it on all the TV rubbish programs. It's a spirit box which is scanning the frequencies, and Amy can't hear us. Can you, Amy? So she can't hear us, as you can tell, otherwise she'd be answering. She's looking puzzled though.
Like that one better.
So,
Just wondered how much. Have you
We're
got a
ready.
pen?
Yeah.
I might have a pen in my bag actually. Hang on, just have a sec.
Okay.
I just thought you could perhaps write on what the words are she said.
good idea.
If not, there is a whiteboard marker on a whiteboard.
Yeah.
That might be a bit big though.
No, maybe.
About 3 words on the page. I don't think I've got a pen in this bag. Oh, there we go.
What one?
Oh, look.
Yeah, what's an antiques one as well? No,
Yeah.
is it?
Wonder where that came
I
from.
can't remember you buying that.
Been in there for years, honestly.
It did have me worried a little bit when it says people about rewarding people. I'm thinking, well, they ain't paying them wages. Okay, you ready? Can you hear me, Amy? Okay. Got a question, Jane?
I'm gonna need to turn it up a bit.
In the early days with our civilization, did you help people fall in love and bring people together?
Books. Moving.
Did you help them repopulate the earth?
Ed.
Are you happy to help us?
Are you happy to help us on our quest?
I didn't get that word.
Speak clearly, speak clearly. When you speak to Amy, can you give your words clearly? If you speak into the
Quest.
Are you on your own now?
Watch.
Can you give us a message?
Didn't get that word.
Can you give us a message that will help us? Do you find this method of communication okay?
He said something really weird then. I couldn't understand what he said. It was like a foreign language.
Are you speaking in Egyptian? Can you tell Amy what language you're talking in?
Goal.
Will you help us achieve our goal? To learn.
Knowledge.
What knowledge do
Truth.
we need? Truth. What knowledge do we need?
Truth.
Where can we find this knowledge? Where are we able to find this knowledge? Can you tell us that, please?
Are we on the right path to finding the knowledge? Come on, speak to us. We need you to speak a little bit
Speak
more.
clearly to me, Oval. Speak clearly.
Are we on the right path to finding the truth?
Wait. No. No God. Equal.
Are you all equal?
Work. Here. So not together.
So will you work here together with us?
Yes. Leave. Behind. Earth.
I think the thing is, if you take those three words in as separate words, leave don't mean anything, but then you put leave behind earth.
Have we got
Love.
Have we got to do some astral travelling?
Equal. Half.
Half.
It's confused me then.
Have we got to astral travel?
Didn't understand that word.
Will we soon be allowed to travel through the portal?
Yes.
Is that spiritually or physically? Will we be able to travel through the portal physically?
No.
Will our spirits be able to travel through?
Didn't get that word. Charge. Free.
Will we be able to astral travel?
Free.
That's like freeing just your spirit up.
Yeah, I'm thinking we need to be free.
The limitations of your body.
Sister. Young.
Is this a route all people take when they pass?
Sleeps.
Do we have a portal here in the centre we can travel through?
Important.
Do we have a portal here in the centre we can travel through?
Didn't get that word.
Is the black box a portal that we can use?
Here.
Which portal can we travel through?
Here.
Here at the centre, which one can we travel through?
Looks. Search.
Have we got to search for a new portal?
Answers.
Have we got to go through a
Get that.
portal in a woods or a forest? Is the portal we need in the woods? I can just see lots of trees.
I was just going to say,
I-
what one
yeah.
made you?
Because he's showing me the trees and the forest.
Go.
I don't think the
Okay.
portal's here in the
I-
Saying go.
I was seeing more nature as a whole.
I don't think
Good.
this portal's here in the centre.
Because you did say search for the answers.
Do we need to search for the portal?
Go.
Will other demons will other demons we speak to in the future tell us more?
News. And go. Woman.
So, will others of your kind tell us where this portal is in the future?
Will these answers come to us from other demons?
Repeat.
Okay, so will others of your kind, will they show us where?
Evening.
Was that just a?
That's what I
Anyone else
thought.
doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we not ready to learn where?
East.
Are we not ready to learn where this new portal is yet?
And it.
It was.
Coins?
But it's very quiet.
What's that? Points?
when we find the portal, will we all be able to go?
Yes.
Will we all be able to astral travel?
Will we all be able to travel through?
Bye.
Are you going now? Are you tired?
It's left.
He's left, was it? Oh,
He's left. Do you feel he's still here, Jane?
Hang on.
Sorry?
So I'll get back to it later.
what?
Obviously, we know Amy doesn't pronounce the H's. His left.
He's left.
What were we on about earlier?
Box.
Definite.
Definite.
Have we got to use the black box in the corner?
When?
When we astral project. When we find the portal.
Is the black box the portal? Can you answer me? Is the black box the portal?
Welcome.
Does it need a particular key to unlock it?
Do we need a key?
Is it the symbols that we need to put in the correct order?
Or do we just need approval by learning? Do we just need to learn more from other demons? It's gone very quiet.
Mm.
I do feel he's dwindling a bit.
That's a bit. I feel it's more like I'm bored now. I've done my bit. Can I?
Yeah,
Yes,
the
have a
this
go?
isn't
Can I
fun
go?
anymore.
The atmosphere has totally changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's
No,
like it's not fun anymore.
when we first started, it was quite jovial
Yeah.
and he was excited.
Like a bored
Yeah, it's like-
child.
And you think, I'm bored now.
Yeah,
I've done my
that's it.
bit. Can I
I've done
go?
what you asked me to do.
Yeah. it
Shall we
just
go for a
doesn't-
cuppa?
I can't be bothered now.
Yeah, can't. Yeah, I agree.
And Amy's
I am.
and he's
Are you
answered.
bored?
Yeah.
Shall we let you go? We're very grateful.
Going.
You go.
Yeah.
Okay. We're very grateful for you coming along and helping us tonight. The information has been really helpful, and we're very grateful that you've come and helped us. And we will let you go. And hopefully we will work with you again soon.
Okay, do you want to touch Amy and make a jump?
Did you do
Yeah.
something then?
Yeah, ready.
Yeah, we'll start. She's gone. Wow,
What?
that was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
What was?
it was,
No,
actually.
the whole live feed is
Is
amazing.
it finished?
He's gone.
Oh.
No, it's not finished yet. We're still
Oh.
live. Still live, so no swearing. It's just that Jane says, and I think you sense the atmosphere
Yeah.
changed,
Yeah.
and Jane said he's getting a bit bored now. He's going. Then you said I am going.
Oh wow.
That's
I
not
do
even
feel
the
he's
best.
gone now. I do
That's
feel
not even the best bit.
No.
I do feel he's gone. It feels empty in here now.
Yeah, it just feels like it normally is now.
Yeah, and it is going colder.
Yeah.
It's
You
cold
can feel
in
it's
here,
colder. He sort of took his warmth and his joviality.
Did I
with
answer
him.
any questions?
Yeah, quite a lot.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. you know, what this bit impressed me. You said leave behind earth separate words, but we said we asked
About
him a
a
question.
portal, yeah.
We were asking about a portal,
No
and
way.
you said leave behind earth.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to watch it back, won't you?
Yeah.
And see for
And
yourself.
you were saying books. Well, books are for learning. Moving, quest, watch. We know that they're called watchers. Knowledge, goal, truth.
But we've got to sort of,
That's
we
the
were
best
asking
one.
what.
What's that?
No good.
No God.
No God. Oh yeah, you said no God.
I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, it was truth. Wait, no God, and that's it.
Yeah, it was good.
Wow.
So, but
You know what I said about last week? It was the best one we've done.
You say that every time.
I'm speechless. Even the things it was saying, spelling out.
Wow.
But then, equally, if the next one isn't the best one on top of this, obviously we're doing something wrong, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because if the best one was, say, 3 or 4 ones
Yeah,
that
we're
we did ago,
not moving forward, are
we're
we?
not moving forwards. We're not actually learning anything from what they're saying. So by that rights, the next one that we do,
Should be
61 I
better.
think it is,
Mm.
should again be the next best one.
Yeah, but I like the fact that as well, he told us what his real name was, because the names that we'd read out didn't seem right for him, and that's why I think it was important we got his real name. From
Yes,
his-
yes.
Was he happy with the name? Over.
Oh,
Yeah, because that was
well,
his
I
name.
think that's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
You know,
Because we got
to
we
you
got
have respect for people and you call them the proper name. You know, you're just researching what other people have said, really.
yeah, we can only the
So,
information that we've got we can only get from the books that other people have written, and they've obviously been through this or they've encountered these demons or whatever, and they've put pen to paper, so we can only go from that.
okay, that's sum up the evening. You, Jane, first.
Yeah, really pleased, really good. I'm always blown away really when they come through and talk to us, but he really wanted to come through quite quickly. He was quite, like I say, an excited child, and
But we had that last week. They said his number, didn't they?
yeah,
Is it? Hey, come on! I want to go
Yeah.
now.
yeah,
They're talking a lot of sense down here.
It's
Yeah.
almost random how they're doing it as well, isn't it? Because obviously we're not asking them who's next. It's just at a random time. It's just they're
yeah.
next.
But is
I'm
this a
next.
set format in order to give us the information and knowledge we need to sort of?
Which is
Continue.
new, isn't it? You
Yeah.
know.
So we'll see who number 61 is.
Okay.
Yeah. Eric says that's the difference between someone just saying something and finding the truth.
And that's what we're trying to
Yeah,
do, Eric.
exactly.
We really are. I think it worked right. It worked better actually thinking about the questions
Yeah,
Yes.
because I run out of ideas what to ask them. You know,
Yeah.
it's gonna because we've got to get away from the normal ghost hunting.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Sort
think
of
it helps as
questions.
well if we do a bit of research and we can try and accommodate
Them.
what their needs are or what their things are about. So the feathers and the
It's basically
All
they're
the bits
telling us to put if we put in the work, then they're going to give
Yeah,
us more.
which is only right,
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
And that's why it's interesting. You
proving
said
ourselves.
books right at the start. Because that's where you find knowledge, isn't it? So, what do you reckon, Amy?
I think it's been really interesting. I've
Well,
really
you
enjoyed
ain't
it.
seen the result from the Estes
No.
method yet.
No, I haven't. No, so I can't wait to watch that back.
yeah,
It
Right.
was fantastic, wasn't it?
yeah. It was good. It was good.
So
I thought I was just, and I couldn't understand a lot of what he was saying because it was like a foreign language.
yeah, did it sound Egyptian?
It could have
Well,
done.
you wouldn't know what Egyptian
Oh,
sound
no.
like. I wouldn't know what Egyptian sound like.
But he is supposed to be a master of tongues and speak
Mm.
Egyptian.
Yeah, but I couldn't understand some of the words he was saying. I could hear words, but I couldn't understand. I couldn't understand
But
what he
then,
was saying,
if he
and I couldn't even say what it sounded like because I couldn't.
if he was so excited, and your child, you perhaps will start blabbering out.
But if that's
A
his
different
native
language.
tongue and he's just answering anyway. He's probably just answered without even thinking.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, that's
he's,
what I mean.
you know,
'Cause it's excited and
yeah.
playful.
So I think it was really good.
okay. Let's get Ant's take on the night.
Yeah, I think obviously Jane and Amy's covered it already, but we are getting a hell of a lot more
We seem
answers
to
now.
be moving really quickly at the moment.
It's because I know it went through a period where it was quite slow, didn't it? And
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's just leaping.
It's just ramped
It's
up.
ramped up.
The response is amazing tonight. The best one, I think, still was the one on the Pathfinder boards when it went to the feathers.
Yeah.
Because we were literally talking about that. None of
And
us,
the gold and
yeah.
stuff and all that.
none
yeah.
of us had any clue
You
that
know.
gold.
And the
be in
fact
there.
as well, it went to a horse as well, and the horses just stood
Yeah.
sat down there as well.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I didn't even realise that was down there.
Some things are just
Yeah.
too uncanny,
Yeah.
aren't they?
It's all fallen into place tonight, I think.
Yeah,
And
it has been good.
I think we do have a lot of answers. I've got some already, I think, but I'll wait until we're off camera to mention those because I don't think everyone is meant to know that.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I do feel like that we're starting to move forward with it.
Yeah, so there you have it. What more can we say, really? It's just been a really
It's-
good
it's
session.
fun.
What about you, Neil? Let's have your
Yeah.
take
about
on it.
me? Don't get too get the good side.
Oh.
Is it not
There we
too
go.
close?
No, it's not. so close.
I thought it was amazing. I said last week was the best one. I think this one beats it. The atmosphere started off, didn't it?
It's really light in here.
We at the centre we do have a dwarf comes into the act, isn't it? And when he's here, Nigel, people laugh, and that's how it felt. It just felt
That
like
real jovial, sort of happy atmosphere.
it felt like you got a young kid here
Yeah.
who's excited to be here and he wants to play. We've never, as far as I can remember, we've never had that happen with the camera before.
No.
No, not as I know of.
We have had technical problems,
But
but
not to take the camera
Yeah.
off because it was actually off the screen on the.
Did we have some sort of technical problems last week?
I don't think so.
No, I must have dressed
yes,
that.
we did.
Did we?
The
The sound.
the sound didn't come
yeah,
through.
it went
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
So whether it was him, but I think Jane seems to think it was him.
Yeah, but I
playing
do.
'cause he
I
was
am quite
excited,
convinced it
pointing
was
his
him.
finger at me. So, like I've said to you, like I think it's these demon connections that keep me going.
Yeah.
I just couldn't go back to the normal ghost hunting, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, it
I
won't
just-
be too long before we're doing another one, and we've got the number now, so we know what we're doing. So
Yeah, so I'm going to go and turn the live feed off. So we'll point the camera back at Jane, and she'll rabble on and she'll turn it off.
she'll ramble on. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. It's been another really intriguing session, and each time we do these, it's always some of the answers and some of the stuff just blows us away, and I think it's quite I think it's quite profound for us, some of the experiences that we have, and although we do it on the live feed, you can't always portray the differences of temperature or the atmosphere that changes.
So it really has dropped since he's gone, hasn't it?
But in the beginning, it was very warm in here, very happy, very, very jovial. But now he's gone, you can really tell the difference. It's gone much colder in here, and the atmosphere's changed completely. And sometimes we can't always relay that through the camera, but it's been another great experiment, and we really look forward to doing the next one. So we do thank you all for your comments. Thank you all for joining us, and please join us again on the next one. So just look out for the next notifications. We're not quite sure when it will be, but it will more likely be on a Sunday evening sometime, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. So we will say good night as soon as Neil clicks the button.